Welcome to Villa Enso, a spectacular 16-bedroom home in the heart of La Zagaleta, the most exclusive residential community in Marbella and perhaps one of the finest in all of Europe. I'm Matt, you're watching The Luxury Home Show. From both the spa and the pool, you can enjoy incredible views. I mean, just look at this mountain range. Welcome to the garage. The Ferrari memorabilia collection, the centerpiece, of course, is this Formula One car sat right here. I mean, how cool is that? Welcome everyone to a night tour of Villa Enso. Now, I've talked a lot about this space already, but I think for this next section, the visuals are going to do most of the talking. We're kicking things off at the entrance, and this is an incredible home. I've got a lot to show you. 16 bedrooms, 21 bathrooms, and some incredible features throughout. And you'll notice the cars outside the front. This is a very ideal home for a car enthusiast. We have a 15-car garage downstairs, as well as a huge amount of parking at the front exterior. Now, not only parking in the garage, you've actually got a wealth of Ferrari memorabilia, which I'm very excited to show you throughout this home. This was a 5-year project and it was completed in 2025. It was designed by architect Pablo Villarreal. Now, he has a famous history in Spain, and also his father, Melvin Villarreal, was actually the designer, the architect behind Punta Romano. So if you've been to Marbella, you'll have likely been to Punta Romano. Now, this home is a beautiful modern construction with some Andalusian charm as well, which we'll see throughout. It's over 3 levels and we're going to explore the entire house now, starting here at the front. To the left of me is a very tranquil waterfall. So as you drive through, you see greenery, you have glimpses towards the view down to the Mediterranean Sea, and then you can pull in from either side. So it is an in and out driveway. And the idea is that you can come all the way through. Down to the garage is via a separate section, and then you can also just drive straight out. This is the perfect home for hosting a lot of people. You're going to see that starting off with how much parking you have, but wait till you see the pool, the basement downstairs, and how it's all been put together is something very special. So on the driveway here, you actually have skylights, and these are letting a load of natural light into the garage below. But not only that, as you walk over, you can have a sneak peek down. I can see a Ferrari below me, as well as a Formula One car, an original Formula One car on the wall down there. So I'm very excited to show you. And after a 5-year build, Villa Enso is officially on the market and exclusively listed with Terra Meridiana and Adam Neal. So check out the description below for more information on that. Now, let's continue to enjoy this property. You may notice in front of me a couple of very impressive Ferraris, as well as the Urus, of course, but the Ferraris in particular have been supplied by Rosso Corsa, who are the most iconic Ferrari dealer here in Marbella. I mean, if you're on the way to Ronda, there's no doubt that you're not going to miss them. So if you guys want to check out some of the incredible inventory they have, there's also a link to them in the description below. At the entrance of the property, the central door is framed between these 2 tropical palms, and part of the brief was to have the water feature connecting all the way through the main body of the house straight towards those views, so you have that incredible access all the way. And check out this front door. So it's a beautiful door, very grand in proportions all round, but it's also a smart door. So it's fully motorized. You put the code in here, just like that, motorized, it's going to open on its own. You can open that from a button inside as well. And you can also control everything from your phone on the Savant system. But come on through. The entrance to Villa Enso is all about these views. So as you enter, your eyes are just drawn straight through the living area, through the expansive windows, across the pool, and then all the way down to the sea. In the entrance itself, we have the staircase on my left, as well as the lift on the right. The staircase accesses all 3 levels. It's a beautiful glass staircase that spills onto the floor. The lift is a commercial grade lift. It moves very quickly, and it has an onyx stone all the way through the lift itself. So now, welcome to the living area. This is what it's all about. The ceiling heights here are phenomenal. And then the windows themselves, these are actually the largest windows of this kind in Spain. They had to be shipped in from France because none of them previously existed. So they're 7.5 meters high and 12 meters wide. But the client brief was that they can open with a touch of a button, similar to the front entrance door, as well as another crazy feature that I'm going to show you very soon. So we currently now have the doors all open. It's a beautiful day. We've got the breeze flowing through, and the in and outdoor lifestyle is completely effortless. And that's not just on this ground floor. The architect did a really fantastic job of creating that on all of the levels. So whilst we're going to go downstairs and see an amazing basement, it doesn't feel like that way at all. It probably has some of the tallest ceilings I've seen in the basement, and you can also go directly outside. The architect Pablo Villarreal took inspiration from a bird with one of the largest wingspans in the world, the albatross. And so when you look at this home from a bird's eye view, you have the central core here and then the wings either side. And it was all about flow. That bird can fly for miles and miles almost effortlessly. And it was to take inspiration from that with the flow of this house. It's how the air naturally comes through all the way to where we are now. And you see that very much when you're stood here, you're looking up at the design and it is like a wing is protecting you here within the terrace. So now you can see the pool. Now this is a glorious pool. The stone used within is from Indonesia. With the light, the pool will be seen to change color. So it really has this nice art-like feel, as when you're walking around it, you see all of those different colors of the blue. It is also a massive pool. It's 20 meters, and one of the coolest things about it is there are 4 glass skylights within this pool, and directly below it sits your indoor pool. So you can actually be swimming along this outdoor pool, look down, someone else can be in the other pool. Now that's an incredible feature in itself, but it's also functional because it allows tons of natural light directly down there into the large open body of the basement level. Can you imagine spending time out here with your friends and family? This is such a cool place to host. So moving on through the rest of the open garden, they've got an astroturf layer here, beach beds, some cabanas, lots of shade, and this is one of my favorite ways to take in all of the different angles of the property. Certainly car enthusiasts love this place. It was built with that in mind. I can see directly through to a Lamborghini Huracan we've now got in the carport, and obviously we're going to see the basement. So don't forget, F1 memorabilia, Ferrari fans, you are going to be obsessed with this basement. There's some really, really special pieces, including a Formula 1 car, lots of different engine types, and all different equipment from various different vehicles and Formula 1 teams downstairs. So I'm going to show you that. But for now, we've got this seating area. This is the perfect position. For me, this is all about sunsets. This is where I imagine you come in the evening, you've got a drink, you've got the fire on, and you just have those views. And being a naturally southwest orientation, you're going to have world-class sunsets here. And beyond that, in the daytime or the nighttime, the mountain range here is extraordinary. I mean, La Zagaleta in itself is 900 hectares. It's a private estate. It's one of the most secure, but it's also one of the most beautiful because of the wildlife you get. So each home within Zagaleta has to have a 10-meter width between them, and most of them are a lot more than that. And that is to allow wildlife to explore and roam. And very often, when you're enjoying this villa, you might see a few deer, and as you're driving around the state, some other different animals too. It really is remarkable for that. I mean, look at this, everything you have has a very private feel. Security-wise, you're already in a top neighborhood for that, but they do have a very comprehensive camera system throughout the property. So even if it's just a case of maintaining and keeping an eye on the property when you're not here, you can do so. There's a sophisticated speaker system all the way throughout, and you're not really going to notice those. But what impresses me the most is the sound quality. So you think outdoor speakers, okay, that's going to work. They need to be waterproof, but how good is the sound? It is remarkable. We had the music playing here earlier, and the combination of how they're all placed around the property, the sound design has been really well thought through. I'd actually love to show you that within the video. Let's continue exploring throughout the garden. We have the tall California style palms here that are growing and are only going to keep growing, of course, as time goes on. The villa is brand new. Loads of different seating areas depending on the mood. Again, I really get the impression this is a world-class entertainer's home. Now, as we continue back across, we now have the left-hand side of your garden section here. In addition to this, there's a whole nother exterior area, which I will show you slightly later on. But now, in another exterior building with some beautiful curvature within the architectural design, we have your outdoor bar. So you've got a really impressive bar in the basement downstairs. This is what you want to be doing when you're hosting people and you want to just have easy access from the pool. This is a really great commercial grade setup, fridges and everything you could possibly want. And there's obviously room to customize that even more. Now, of course, we are in Marbella, so beach clubs, that lifestyle is certainly very prominent. You've got an amazing seating position here. Perhaps this is the best place to actually take in the views. And then we have the same stone that's used throughout the pool for your jacuzzi, spa, large outdoor setup here. From both the spa and the pool, you can enjoy incredible views. I mean, just look at this mountain range. But when you want to actually hang out, you've had a good time out here and you've enjoyed the view, and it's now time to maybe watch something, I've got something cool to show you. This is so cool. I mean, I love the views all the way down to the sea, but can you imagine as well, hosting an event here, you've got all your family and friends over and you want to watch the sports on a Sunday. Imagine watching the Formula One, or there's a big World Cup final, and there's a lot of technical innovation that went into this screen because you have to be able to watch and enjoy it in the brilliant sunshine light that we have here in southern Spain. So I think we should actually test it out. We're going to nip to the UK and Hannah has something to say for us.
Hey guys, Hannah here. How amazing is this house? Now, I've just checked and only 21% of you are subscribed to the Luxury Home Show, which means nearly 80% of you haven't hit that red button yet. We'd be so grateful if you could subscribe. It's completely free and our goal is to bring that number down to 70%. The more subs we get, the better houses we can show you. Okay, now let's get back onto the tour.
All right, you heard Hannah, make sure you subscribed. Let me take you guys back inside. We're now gonna check out the kitchen, secondary kitchen, as well as the rest of the features inside. As we work our way inside, I'm gonna take a moment to pause and show you and appreciate the scale of these doors. Not only the height. Now we see bifold or sliding doors in contemporary homes on a regular basis these days, but look at the scale of this. Look how far these doors will open. And not only that, check out the height here. And then as they continue, we've got a height change. So the feat of engineering in that just goes to show what goes into a home of this caliber to give you that in and outdoor living that feels so effortless, yet behind the scenes, there's so many talented people working on this and it's just remarkable to see. Now, continuing across, we have this beautiful onyx that separates the living space with your dining and your kitchen. I mean, with an expansive room like this, you need something to separate it. Come on through, we've got a fireplace in the middle. This is your dining table here, where we've got seating for 10, an amazing place to sit under this lighting. You've got all the LED lighting throughout, and then we come over to the kitchen. So look, we're in Marbella, of course. You've got to have a few bottles of champagne, easy access in a few different parts of the home, and it makes even more sense when it's gold. So that's the finish they've got here, as well as a beautiful piece of marble, two different types of marble, both white, that you can see here. So another dining space connected to the actual island itself. It's a really beautiful and very clean aesthetic. You're not typically going to be doing much cooking here when you live in a home like this, but if you do want to and you've got access to this, and it's such a nice place to do so. I mean, utilizing this island, I've got those incredible views all around me. You know, even when you're using the sink here, you come across, again, large windows, lots of natural light, looking across to a very unobstructed view. But in terms of where all of the real cooking happens, that's going to be in the secondary. We've got Gaggenau appliances throughout, built-in clever extractor, the fridge here which can be opened by touch, and these are absolutely massive. They're also Gaggenau. The Gaggenau ovens, warming tray, and everything you could possibly want there, as well as storage for some more champagne, of course. Now through here is your secondary kitchen. The door is open at the moment, but very easily it can be closed, and for the most part you would have this closed. I'll just show you what that looks like. So as you bring it to here, it basically just blends in, you know, with the wall. So if you're using the house day to day, you wouldn't see it. But yet behind here is where the real magic happens in the kitchen side of things. So come on through. This is going to be your industrial grade kitchen. You could be having professional caterers here. I mean, look at this incredible setup. You know, everything you could possibly want, from a fryer, multiple hobs, incredible extractor fan, professional grade fridges, and a really nice full setup from here. Now, this is accessed via a separate space to the main front door, of course. So when you're hosting, when you are having people help you out with events, they can come seamlessly through here. So access is via this nice sliding pocket door, beautiful finish on this wood, really nice job of that. And then you come through, you've got another door. Let's take a moment to appreciate the height of just a standard door in this home, the weight of it. Weight is in material quality, but not difficult to actually use. And so here we are now at a point where this is going to be your like secondary entrance or somewhere that the staff can use. This home has 6 staff bedrooms, the staff living area. It has a dining space, a living area. It's almost like taking inspiration from a big super yacht. And this is an access down to the basement. It's not the main access, but you can go through there. You've got a door here, so also behind this is the carport. So if you wanted to get your bearings, the driveway, the plaza is through there, so you can see how easy that access would be. Coming on into this next portion of the home, this is all about your guests. So when you want guests to be coming and enjoying your home, they not only have amazing bedrooms to enjoy, but also separate living spaces. You know, this is a perfect home that you can imagine extended family members are coming, they realize how great the home is and they probably stay a bit longer than they're welcome. But to make up for that, you have this amazing space. I mean, check this out. The level of carpentry, the quality on all of this woodwork here, all of the different shapes just gives a lot of interest. And then you've actually got white marble set between these spaces. So lots of little details like that have been thought about. And then you come out onto a terrace, and this is just one of several terraces throughout the house. We talked about how the architect wanted to create that in and outdoor living, and you achieve this by, you know, creating these floating outdoor spaces that are on the same level as the inside, and then obviously doing these motorized doors. So not just the main door in the living area, but actually all of these are motorized. So with a touch of a button, you can open these all up. Incredible work with that, and then check out that view. Very cool. And so coming back into this space, and you have a great view to the carport here. I mean, look at the size of this one piece of glazing alone. You can imagine this being delivered to site. Absolutely incredible. Now we're going to continue to the guest bedroom portion of this wing. So as we talked about, the albatross bird, the inspiration for the design, the wings of the home. So come on into one of the bedrooms. There's 16 bedrooms in total, so we'll show you them all so you can get a real feel for what each of them are like. There's got some beautiful paneling detailing here. Again, it's all about the views, motorized doors out to the terrace, looking over towards the golf course, and that's the new golf course. There's two golf courses within Zagaleta, the older one and the new one. You have a view of both within this home. And the wardrobes here are a really nice walnut finish, and then the bathroom section is separated by this glass sliding door which has a frost on it, so it does make it private. Within the bathroom itself, on my right, oversized shower. There's a different marble in every single bathroom. This one is a beautiful grey tone, dual sinks as you'd expect here, and then a bathtub, toilet, really everything you could possibly need. Now stepping out, I'll take you to the next guest bedroom on this wing, so come on through here. Yeah, this is cool. Wait, before we go in there, look at this view. So down there, you get a glimpse of the 15-car garage, but there's something even cooler at the end of that. So we will be showing you down there very soon. This is the next guest bedroom. Very similar. This one is a slightly larger bedroom, and I like that they all have a slightly different feel, but very luxury, great finish on this. Motorized terrace again. Gone for some fabric finish here. Obviously you could have a TV there if you wanted. And just like I mentioned, a different marble slab within here, but the same dual sinks, bathtub, tall shower over here. Now we've explored this wing of the home. We're going to go to the other side of the house and check out everything that has to offer. So back through the living area. Now, back in the living area, so you can get your bearings, we have the outside here, the carport, the kitchen that we explored. To the left is the powder room, which again has a bit more of a statement marble, and you can get away with that with a powder room, which of course has been done very well. Now you've noticed throughout that, of course, the home has some incredible glazing, and if you've ever wondered how birds don't fly into the glazing, there's actually a really special film added to the outside of the window, and it's a really clever patented system that you can actually put on to stop birds flying into it. So I was curious about that, and I thought you might be too. Now we're back a look at the staircase. We are going to go up and also down to the basement very soon, but for now let's go over to the other wing of the house. From here we get a look down to a central courtyard which has some greenery and provides a nice light well through there. On this wing of the house, the guests also have their own living area like we saw at the other side of the house. This is a really cozy spot. I think in a larger home like this that has such grand proportions, it's also nice to have those slightly smaller, intimate rooms, and that's where this serves really well, really multi-purpose. Great kids room if you wanted it to be, a bit more of a cozy feel. Considering the house is so large, they actually have an additional powder room on this wing here. Again, different stone. You can have a preview through there. Now, continuing along the corridor, we'll take you through to this first bedroom. Now, I can see this being one of the favoured bedrooms because the view is incredible and there's some really nice pine trees that are just beyond this terrace. It's a really great viewpoint. Wardrobes around here, as you'd expect, separated with a similar sliding door, slightly different setup, but very similar. Dual sinks, bathtub, motorized door from the bathroom. I mean, you can sit in this bathtub and just enjoy those incredible views. And don't forget, these are just the guest bedrooms as part of 16 overall bedrooms. Lastly, the shower over there, and then we've got one more bedroom just through here. Now, moving into the next bedroom, wardrobe on this one is first thing as you come through on the left. Then you have the bed in the center, and this one accesses the ensuite through here. The terrace on this one is one of the largest. Like, each of these rooms having a really oversized seating area is an amazing feature. Lots of natural light from the front too. And then I'll take you into this ensuite, which is pretty much a mirror image of the last one, except the bathtub being slightly different. Again, you can access outside from here, which I think is a really great feature. We explored 2 wings on the ground floor. Do you guys have a particular favorite? Do you think one was designed better? Let us know in the comments. Now, I'm going to show you our favorite spot in the home that we've seen, and that is the lower level. This home, I think, real standout feature has to be that. So we've got the lift over there, but we are going to take the stairs. Got the chandelier in the center, amazing view up. But wait till you see down here, so come on down. There's actually 6 flights of stairs, and to get the incredible ceiling heights that you see, obviously that is a necessary factor, but well worth it. Look at this. And now it's time to start exploring the coolest part of the house, the F1 memorabilia collection. And we're going to kick off this right here with Niki Lauda's car number 11. This is a front wing, a genuine part, and that teases what we have yet to come within the garage. So come on over. I'm going to open things up with a touch of a button, like a lot of the doors in this house. And now it is time to show you through here. Come on in. Welcome to the garage, but it's more than the garage. This is a full-on showroom. Now, as we explore this level of the house, I'm going to give you guys a challenge. As we walk around and we see the car collection and all the memorabilia, I want you to tally it up in your head and let me know the estimated value that you think. And at the end, I'm going to let you know what it is all available for, or the estimated value. So we're going to kick things off actually with a Gallardo here, and this is included as part of the collection that I'll tell you about. Not just that, actually over here we have the Gallardo engine, an iconic V10 Lamborghini engine on display. Now to the main centerpiece on display, the Ferrari memorabilia collection. The centerpiece, of course, is this Formula One car sat right here. I mean, how cool is that? We're going to walk around the collection, explore, take a closer look. First up, Gilles Villeneuve crashed V6 Ferrari engine, and then again Gilles Villeneuve from 1978 Formula One body of a car over here. This is a little different, so if you are into cars but you also like your drinks, you might like this. And this is, what is this? A Ferrari 275, I think, reconditioned. Correct me if anything in the comments. And you even get your own Ferrari champers, and then you can take a seat the other side. So a really creative way to recondition a car. Next up, an absolute classic, a Ferrari 250 GTE with a beautiful grey on the exterior and the red interior. You can just take a look and see, yeah, absolute piece of artwork, and look at that you could have included with this home. Next up, we have what looks like the front of a Ferrari Dino with those beautiful curves. And then over here, Michele Alboreto, a 1984 piece of another Formula One car. You get to just kind of have a peek at everything that you can see over here. Now, moving to this side, it looks like we have a collection from 2 of the most iconic Formula One drivers ever, Michael Schumacher over here and Niki Lauda. So let's start with this collection, a Formula One engine. Now this is their V10, and in the center, there's actually a track on top of the engine with a Formula One car. So this is car number 1 from 2003, Michael Schumacher. Wow. And then over this side, we have an engine cover, a front wing, a rear wing, an original racing suit. Amazing, iconic, like seeing that up here in a residential setting, like, is wild. This is a very cool thing that we get to do and explore these homes. Paintings up here, beautifully done. This is a Dino. So actually we said that was a Dino. This looks different. This is a Dino 246 GT from 1972. Wow. All restored with original parts. And then over to the Niki Lauda collection here. This is a rear wing and it's been signed by Niki Lauda himself, as well as the mechanics. And so this originally was a gift from Niki Lauda to Restaurant Dall'Aro for the finale of the Modena Winter 1977 Championship. Very, very cool. And then front wing up there as well with some snapshots and memorabilia all about it. Wow. And now finally, within this section, back to the architecture of the house, these are the skylights. So you can have a peek down here. So when you arrive on the main plaza at the front of the property, as your guests walk in, you look down and you see a Formula One car. Like, that's how to make a statement at the entrance of your house. And that, where do you see that? So, so cool. For those of you that are into Formula One, I hope you've enjoyed this section. We still have so much to see down here, including the indoor swimming pool, the spa, the gym, another outside area, as well as the home cinema. So let's continue and show you guys around. Now, stepping out the garage, again, take a moment to appreciate the ceiling heights here, as well as the width of this hallway. We've got the lift here, so that accesses all floors. You can come straight down there, staircase that we came through, and now it's time to check out the next section, which is your bar. So this is, again, a very Marbella feel. You've actually got a center island, so much storage for various different bottles or a real collection. You've got a wine fridge as well, just through here. So again, if you're having an event, you can actually have a full-on bar, catering staff team, like providing drinks here. Out the bar and across the hall, there's the live wall, and then in the center of that, a water feature, matching the water feature on the front exterior that you see as you come through. You've got LED lights all around, these change color, the green currently matching the moss on the wall. And then through here is our access to the spa. So with a touch of a button, we open that up. Now you'll see the pool in front of me. The scale of this space is absolutely incredible. It's like a luxury hotel spa down here. So much to show you. We're gonna work our way all the way around and touch on all the details. So first up, we're gonna come through here. And this is gonna serve as your general powder room and shower access for the pool itself. Finish this with a beautiful dark marble stone. Now through here is all about treatments. So we're going to walk past the snow room. Yes, snow room. We'll touch on that in a minute. And first up, we're going to go into the hair salon. So come on in. So if you're at home and you're wondering what to do, then you can come down here and get a full-on spa treatment. At this level, you no longer go to places to get things done when you don't want to. They come to you. And for privacy and convenience, it works amazing. Not only you can have your friends getting something here. You've got the foot pedicure vibe going on, the hair wash, the makeup stations, everything you could possibly want. And then as we continue through, we've then got your private massage parlor within here. If you walked into this in a luxury hotel, you'd be impressed, but this is in a residential setting. You can enjoy this in the comfort of your own home. It has a very Zen Buddhism-like feel, and that's actually related back to the name. So with all the Ferrari memorabilia, you might think the name Villa Enzo comes from Enzo Ferrari, but there is a connection there, but it's actually also a term in Buddhism, and it's the mark of an imperfect circle. So you might have seen some of the towels and branding of the villa, and they have that imperfect circle done with a brush, and it's supposed to symbolize perfection with also the balance of imperfection. And my personal take on that is to achieve the kind of level of success that allows you to build a home like this. The journey probably hasn't been perfect, but yet you can go through all of those trials and tribulations and result in something so remarkable like this. So I like the connection for a couple of reasons, and the fact that it works for Ferrari as well. So it's a cool vibe there. Continuing with that note, on the face fit, we have an incredibly perfect looking villa in many ways, and that has to be maintained. So this is all about the operations. So just like a Ferrari, your engine of choice, whether that's the V8, V10 or V12, this is the engine of Villa Enzo. It's what keeps the house running all year round. Super sophisticated systems controlling everything from the lighting, the heating, the pool temperature. What an amazing space to see. And through here is a gigantic crawl space section. And then you've got an additional entrance from the outside here. There's also solar panels on the very top, the roof of the property, but within La Zagaleta, there's regulations that they have to be hidden. And that has also reduced the energy consumption of the house by around 60%. So whilst traditionally, and especially in somewhere like Marbella, a lot of the emphasis on a luxury home would be the formal areas that you'd have big gatherings, drinking, the bars, today is all about wellness. And so yes, they have ticked off the boxes for the bars, they have that entertainment factor. Just as important, if not more so, is your leisure facilities, your spa, your wellness. And so that kicks off with a snow room, which is an incredible feature to have, especially in a hot climate. You can enjoy the snow room there, different lighting, plenty of people that you can get in there. And then we also have the steam room next to us, or the hammam. So you can switch between those two, really nice experience. We then have the Swedish sauna at the end. So you've got all three choices. And again, the size of these independently, if you were at a fairly luxury gym and you had these, you'd be impressed. Now, of course, we've got to tie in this area to the Ferrari collection. In front of me, we have a Ferrari red F430. And then across the other side, you might get a preview. We've got a Ferrari 458 in yellow that we're going to see in a minute. I mean, look at this. This Ferrari itself, it's obviously retired, but it has an incredible view to enjoy during retirement. Hopefully it'll get back on the road one day. If you buy it, you can take all these cars out. And then right in front of me here, we have a 4.3 litre engine from a F430, yeah. Now, as well as the Ferrari collection, we've got a lot to see in here, such as the gym. Now look at this, a symmetrical pool setup, because as well as the actual swimming pool, you have two spas each side, as well as the plants, framing that incredible view, looking all the way down to the Mediterranean Sea. Within this room, we have the yellow Ferrari 458 Italia. Again, tons of natural light coming through. Being able to do length in your pool and look at some of your top cars is incredible. And you may have been wondering as well, how are they sat in here? Now, this entire floor has been reinforced to obviously be able to take the weight of the cars, which is again, a big structural endeavor, but means you can do some really great stuff, whether it's cars or other equipment or showpieces that you want to have. Over here, we've got the next piece of memorabilia. This is a Ferrari engine from a 360 Moderna model between 99 and 2005. You've got some gym equipment outside, so the connection there's really nice inside and out. Let me show you inside the gym. Now, they've really gone all out with this space and created an area where you can have a lot of impressive equipment customized to exactly how you'd like it. So if you want to fully build this out with like gym appropriate flooring, weight racks, everything, you could. You've got the space to do it. Right now, a really good display of cardio and fitness equipment, huge TV on the wall, amazing view throughout, but then also I love the way that it connects to the outside. Moving into the next part of the house, which is all about entertaining, enjoying time. So we start off with the pool table here. Again, incredible vistas all around us. The living space. Now check this out. What a place to watch the luxury home show. Not on one, but on two different televisions. Or we can have two different sports games happening at once. We have an iconic helmet in the middle. Oh, I love this. The color is absolutely sick. Really, really cool. And then as we continue the memorabilia journey over here, this is Michael Schumacher's Dominator helmet, which was used during the 1996 Formula One World Championship right here and available with the house for the right price, which we'll find out soon. We have a scale model here, and then we have another engine in the living room. So this is a V8, and it was used in a number of different cars. So for example, the Ferrari 308 GT4, 308 GTB and GTS, the Ferrari Mondial, and the Lancia Therma. Some cool specs there. Formula One steering wheel, quite the opposing steering wheel to the one that we saw in the Formula One car from the 80s or 90s back in the garage. This is very technical, loads of different buttons and things going on there. And now, let's continue through. So this home has not one, but three bars that we've seen so far. This is the next one. We have book matched marble in gray, a really good sized bar. Great for hosting if you want to be doing something big down here. And then you've got tons of drink space all around us. There's a view out to the courtyard here. Now, this is the same space we could see from the other side when we were by the treatment rooms. Now, as well as the bar, you're probably noticing a whole nother wing here. Don't forget, we have 16 bedrooms in total. Come on. Stairs down, so staff-wise, you can access this directly. This goes from the secondary kitchen. I love that even though we're on a lower level, you have tons of natural light coming through here. This is a cool place as well to get a glimpse directly into the garage. And then we're going to go into the guest bedroom. All incredible guest bedrooms, reminiscent of a luxury hotel. I mean, every single one you can imagine coming and staying for a number of nights here. And then we've got the walk-in wardrobe this side, and then round the corner of this one is your ensuite bathroom that would be a good size for a principal in a regular luxury home. But this is your 16 bedrooms. They've got dual sinks, jacuzzi bath, and incredible views. Moving along the corridor, we've got 2 more bedrooms to see on here. Another huge piece of glazing. That's the garage entrance where you can drive in. And you'll notice when we talked in the front plaza that in and out drive is actually separately connected to this. So if you are accessing the garage in and out, you don't have to come past the main front of the house. Another double bedroom. This one is set up with views straight out to the terrace. So all of these access not just a small balcony area, but almost an entire separate garden that I'll show you in the next room. And then through here is the wardrobe section with plenty of space. And this one is a nice sand tone marble with black and brown veinage going throughout, and then the oversized shower over here. Now into the last bedroom in this particular wing, and I'll show you outside in a moment, but let's take in the proportions of the bedroom. So another custom feature headboard, as well as the details around this custom lighting. So many different pieces that you can see the more time you spend here. Moving into the bathroom, again, they all have these pocket sliding doors for maximum space efficiency, and a darker marble that has notes of black and green, big shower. Now let me take you outside. So now we've explored a few terrace areas, and this is a whole nother section of this home in the garden. So it's also an incredible place to get a vantage point of the scale and the beauty of this architecture. It actually reminds me of more like maritime architecture out here and the lines of a super yacht. It links then back to the albatross bird, which was the architect's main philosophy. And then let me show you this side. So you also have all of this space. Now currently it's AstroTurf, so it's just set up for low maintenance. But personally, I think there's a lot more that you could even do with this space if you wanted to invest the time in it. And I can really see it coming together if you did have a good landscaping budget to align it with the surroundings. It would be really, really cool. I'm going to continue walking through now. Look at the scale of this, the ceiling heights. You can actually see across here into the garage itself, and there's a water feature going all the way around it. Again, just another nice feature to add on. Here, we've got double doors opening up to your home cinema. This has been set up like an amphitheater in the sense of tiered seating, progressively making its way down. So 4 seats and then 3 rows of those 4 seats. And then we have a Sony projector system. The ceiling heights are here, so vast. It does give you that feel of a commercial cinema. The carpet's grey, super plush, and then an incredible projector screen around there. Soundproofing is going to have all the latest as what you'd expect in a quality like this. Very cool space. All right, let's continue. Now we're back at the stairs, so you can get your bearings. This is where we came down. We checked out the garage, the bar, the pool, the spa, and now we talked about the plant room, the engine of the home. In addition to that, part of the engine of the home is of course the staff that help maintain a place like this. So now we're going to go check out their digs. Let's go through here. So there's 16 bedrooms in total within Villa Enso, and 6 of those bedrooms are made up within the staff accommodation. Now this is more than just staff bedrooms, it's a whole home within a home. So this is the living space of the staff quarters. You've got a staircase up to another living space, as well as the kitchen and dining room. I'll show you that in a second. There's a bedroom through there with an ensuite. So there's obviously going to be various like separate entrances. So you can come down steps here from the front. So the staff will always come through a separate entrance to the main part of the house. And then this is going to be a look at what the staff bedrooms are ultimately like. So you've got an ensuite through there, bedroom in the center, natural light through here, wardrobe, so still set up with good proportions. We'll take you upstairs, show you what the rest of the staff accommodation looks like. Another living area up here. So if you're at full capacity with your staff, then they might want to watch different things on TV in the evening. So you've got 2 different areas for that, which is well thought through. A breakfast area here, somewhere to just grab a meal. This is another bedroom around there, but the main other thing up here is going to be their kitchen. So this is most likely, you know, live-in staff, of course. So you've got a kitchen set up here, natural light, and then through there, another bedroom and an ensuite. So I've showed you this in the flow of the house, but now we're going to go see the family living quarters. So let's continue. Now we're on the top floor. This is all about the primary suite and family living. but I want to take a moment with you guys just to pause and appreciate where we are again as we've been exploring so much of the internal area. This is an incredible vista point to look down beyond the infinity pool, all the way through down to the sea. We've got a glimpse of Gibraltar as well as North Africa, an incredible place here in southern Spain. I mean, this chandelier as well is something that catches your eye, incredibly standout. Really incredible the way that this is just an open space, so seamlessly connected with the outside. I'm going to save the primary suite to show you in a minute, but now let's go through and check out the owner's study, a very important component of a home like this. This matches the living space that we saw downstairs, but this one is set up as a study at the moment. We've got some more memorabilia here as we head in. Actually, some Mercedes here, signed by Lewis Hamilton. We have a Michael Schumacher signature here, 7-time F1 world champion. And then we've got Formula One encyclopedias, complete guides. And then look at this desk. This matches very much with the Lamborghini theme as well. So different to Ferrari, bit of competition. You got the Lamborghini chair here. This is a really cool like office or gaming chair actually. Lovely setup. And then a TV. But most importantly, you can sit here and just like the area we were just discussing, you've got these incredible views all around us, so much greenery. We've been touring this house today. It's a real full day project. There's so much to see. The sun's actually starting to set now. So I imagine by the time we finish the primary suite, we'll head back outside and we'll be able to show you guys an amazing look at this home as the sun sets. So let's continue with the guest bedrooms. As we continue, we've got a view down to the plaza, the waterfall, the mountain range, an upstairs powder room with a honeycomb marble. And then continuing, we have 2 more guest bedrooms, very similar to the wing that we saw downstairs, but you get different views from here. It's such a beautiful time to check out these bedrooms up here as the sun sets, amazing lighting coming throughout. This one has the automated doors again, wardrobes around the side, the recessed ceiling with the LED lighting. And then let's check out the bathroom, which again is behind this pocket sliding door. This one actually has a really beautiful stone that you can see here. And the sinks have quite unique detailing on them as well, actually, like a bit of a texture there. Dual sinks, everything that's set up, and they actually match the bathtub here. So they've gone a bit more all out with this bathroom. This is for your special guest. Now on this wing, we have an additional guest bedroom, which has wardrobes this side, a little different, and a bed in the center with an incredible terrace view. You can actually open up the blinds, by the way, so you can just do a touch of a button. Then you have the bathroom through here, ensuite again with the same sliding door. This one has square dual sinks, more of a square bath to match. Incredible terrace though, that's definitely the highlight for me. And then a beautiful grey marble stone. It is now time to show you all the primary bedroom, which is huge. Come on in. Welcome to your £3 million London apartment. No, actually, it's just a primary suite here in La Zagaleta, and it's incredible. We have the same stone that we saw downstairs, ethanol fireplace for that ambience, that evening vibe. You can just grab a seat here, you've got a drink, you're looking over at the sunset, and then across here is your double bed, oversized, of course, custom headboard, beautiful lighting, and just so many different chairs or places to just take a moment and sit down. I'll show you the terrace in a minute, but for now we can go into the ensuite and dressing room. You can access it through this way and through that door as well. So whichever side of the bed you're on, you've got an easy way in. I'll go this way, Tom, you go that way, and welcome to your primary ensuite. So look at this for a jacuzzi bath in the middle. You've got one of these also matching on your terrace. So whether you want to have a bath inside and outside with the jacuzzi jets, you're all set. This side, toilet either side. So if you did want to go at the same time and wave to each other, you can. And then obviously you've got the gigantic walk-in shower here in the center. I mean, look at this. This, by the way, is absolutely beautiful. And then you've got the shower here with a full monsoon shower head. So in and outdoors, got a really nice area here that you could do some more plants in as well if you wanted to add that out there. Access to the terrace, which actually wraps all the way around. Next up is your dressing room. You can access it by these doors. It's an incredible space, mirrored each side. Of course, empty at the moment, but thankfully, if you've got the money to buy this house, you can go down to Port Banús, you can do some international travel, and you can fill this up pretty quickly. Let me know, would you have enough clothes and jewelry to fill this entire space? Back to the highlights of what make this property so special, I think is the position that you have here in Zagaleta. Very high on the mountain ridge, incredible views, and they're making the most of that from every angle of the property. One thing that was on the brief is that you're able to see these views from every single space throughout the house, all the bedrooms, all the bathrooms, and this terrace is the epitome of that as the primary suite. And so from here, honestly, it's incredible, and this is about the perfect time of day to experience it. Very, very cool. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts so far on this home. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. And as Hannah mentioned earlier, if you enjoy tours like this, make sure you subscribed to see more. I'm gonna watch the sunset now and then have an explore around this home, and I'll show you guys what it looks like at night. Welcome everyone to a night tour of Villa Enso. Now, I've talked a lot about this space already, but I think for this next section, the visuals are going to do most of the talking. So let's explore. I mean, the one thing you notice straight away is the lighting. So massive credit to the lighting designers, because the various different lightings that you're seeing through here obviously come together at night. And so you've got the LED lighting all around. That is just absolutely incredible. And then as you come towards the pool, this is a time to take in the greatest light of all, and that is nature's natural light coming from the sun. And this is the amazing time of day to see that, when the sun is setting right over the mountains there. And you're going to get to enjoy that view every single day living here. It really is remarkable what you can experience. I can still see a glimpse of the sea. One thing I really enjoy about the pool is these skylights that are set within. In the daytime, we had a brief chance to see them, but now at night, honestly, it's remarkable because you can see down to the other swimming pool. So they've incorporated these in a few areas. We've got them in the pool, and obviously now, when we go and head out in a minute to the front, we'll see the plaza. So you've got those lights down to the Ferrari. And then just as we continue above, let's just take a look finally at the infinity pool, views across all of Zagaleta. And now I'll take you this way and we'll look at the exterior architecture at night. Yeah, I think those visuals do all of the talking. Look at that lighting. So come this way. So inside, lighting is beautiful, various different chandeliers. We're going to head outside now and show you the front. Look at that view. I mean, that is what it's all about. The design brief of this home, to be able to pull in, hear the waterfall, look all the way through entrance, living room, across the infinity pool, all the way down to the sea. Now, a lot of you might be wondering if you enjoyed the F1 memorabilia collection, where we're going to talk about the price. So hope you got your guesses close. The estimated value is around 3 million. So if you're looking to buy this house and you'd like to include all of that collection, add 3 million euros on top and you should be about in the right place. It is for sale, so check out the description below. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed exploring Villa Enso just as much as I have. If you did, remember to subscribe below to see more of us touring incredible homes around the world. If you'd like to find out more about the home being for sale, check out the details within the description, and I will see you in our next tour. Thanks for watching.
Hey Luxury Home Show, I'm your host Ariana, and today we're exploring a beautiful brand new architectural build right here in the prestigious Pacific Palisades Riviera. This is a house you have to see to believe. Let's start outside. It's such a seamless view of both your backyard, your pool, and onto the city. So beautiful. Now, extending that indoor-outdoor concept that we saw down on the main floor, you can pocket away these doors as well for your very own private terrace. On this expansive rooftop deck, you have space for multiple seating areas.